he's my boyfriend, he's my wife, my girlfriend, or whatever. It's just, no, I'm just generally, I'm just
I was watching tonight's episode of the Bbnaija lockdown highlights, and a couple of questions came to mind, which I'm going to be asking you guys right now. So just drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that at the end of this highlights, I'm not even talking about the reunion just yet, but do you think at the end of this highlight, Erica and Laycon will ever be friends again? I mean, the way they were friends in the house, do you think that they will ever be friends again? And do you think that Kiddwaya and Erica, that is if they have not officially broken off whatever they claimed to have, do you think that they will ever get back together again the way they were in the house?
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija, and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with the tea. And on tonight's episode, guys, it's all about the Bbnaija lockdown highlights. And for today's episode, guys, I don't know why, but the organizers of this whole show, they decided to skip 3 whole days and fast forward to day 8 and day 9, which was quite interesting because it completely made me remember how eventful those 2 days were. And guys, trust me, a lot of things actually happened, which I'm going to be sharing on this video. But before I continue, you know how we do it over here. If you're new on this channel and you're seeing this face for the first time, hey guys, you're absolutely welcome. Please hit the red subscribe button to become a part of this family. And if you always want to receive a lot of my videos, I upload videos every day. Yes, every day. So please guys, turn on post notification by hitting the white bell button. That way, whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to get alert of my videos. I'm actually looking for my AC remote. This room is getting too hot. Okay guys, hit the white bell button to always get alerts of my videos. That said, let's get into the video proper. I go into the Laycon and Erica's relationship or friendship rather, because some people are arguing that Erica and Laycon did not have a relationship. So I need you guys to actually understand something, please. It is all called relationship, okay? Whether it's platonic, whether it's just a friendship, whether it's a marriage relationship, whether it's a lover sexual relationship, guys, it is all a relationship. So please, let's not get it twisted, okay? So Erica and Laycon, they had a friendship. It is also a relationship, okay? Erica and Kiddwaya, they had a romantic or a sexual relationship. It is also a relationship. Now that that is out of the way, yeah, let's get into what I was about to say. You guys remember, but day 8, 9, guys, these days fall under the week 2 of the show, and this was the week that our big auntie in the Lord, Tolani Badge, decided to come out of her shell and show the rest of the housemates how brutal she could be, that she could not be pushed around, that she's not a pushover, and she did not waste any time at all in showing that other side of herself to the likes of Kaisha and Katrina. Guys, this was the day that the housemates, they did the back riding game, yeah, where they were riding each other's back in the living room, and Kaisha mistakenly pushed Dora, and then Tolani Badge wasted no time in carrying the fight on her head and fighting Kaisha over it. She attacked Kaisha verbally, okay, but thankfully Kaisha was not really in the mood to exchange the same kind of energy, so Kaisha just played over it, and then she promised Kaisha that she was going to treat her mess up in the house. That was what happened on that front. And then on this same day, 8th, this was the same day that Kiddwaya and Erica's romance started brewing secretly. Although I think they already had their truth or their moment where they exchanged. No, okay, they had not kissed yet. No, they had not kissed just yet. Yeah. So they were already having conversations, okay, and they were getting close to each other, admiring each other's noses and stuff like that. That one is okay, Sha. And then we also had the Laycon and Erica's friendship conversation. I'm using the word friendship so people will not come and cut my head. Yes. Now, apparently something had happened during the horseback riding session. I think Erica was going to ride Laycon or whoever. I can't really remember. I did not see that one play out as well on screen, so I can't really remember. But Laycon was actually apologizing to Erica for not being there for her to horse ride, back ride, whichever one. Yeah, and guys, I was watching these 2 people, and once again, the same way I felt yesterday, I felt really bad because I just kept on asking myself, like, oh my God, how did these 2 people fall from the grace of having a very beautiful rosy friendship to all the way to ground zero. You know, it wasn't really a nice feeling at all. And I don't know, I just hope that someday they find that neutral ground to revive their friendship all over again. This same week, or day 8, that Neil started fully acknowledging his affections for V. Remember, guys, V made the first move on Neil. She made the first move, and she wasn't ashamed to admit it. You know, she's got good taste in men according to her, and she likes Neil's skin. She likes the fact that Neil knows how to take care of people, and Neil has got her back. And so we saw that also play out. And this was the same week that Lucy became head of house, and then she also chose Prince as her deputy. Guys, this particular week, guys, remember in the first week, Lucy was the crybaby of the house, always crying, you know, constantly sharing stories about her family, her background, where she came from, and she had already successfully invested in the emotional bank of all the other housemates, because they felt pity for her, I think, and they could empathize with her plight, you know, as someone that had never traveled out of the country, as someone who is from a struggling background, someone who is sort of like an orphan. She really painted that picture because that was her own story, that's her own narrative, you know. But then the moment she became head of house, the OCD spirit in her did not allow that relationship that she had succeeded in building in the first week to actually exist in the second week. So there was a lot of trouble about cleaning the house, and because she was friends with Katrina, there was a lot of issues about cooking and sharing of food. And Katrina, who called herself, you know, the self-acclaimed boss lady, she also had issues with the likes of Wathoni, and also had issues with the likes of Tolani Badge. I am coming to those people's gist. But then on this same particular day, this day was the day that the housemates also played their truth or dare. Now this was the day that Wathoni was dared to pick a guy to go and check the color of her underwear and come and tell it to everybody, and Wathoni chose Kiddwaya. That was the day that I felt that Wathoni is silently shooting a shot. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Now, this was also the day that Lilo and Eric, they had a deep French kiss. This was also the day that Prince chose Nengi to display and demonstrate the doggy style of knacking. You understand what I'm talking about? This was also the day that Kaisha refused to do the dares. Now, that day, all the housemates, they were angry at Kaisha because according to them, how can you be at the table with us? I mean, we are all adults here. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to play a game, and then you decide to be drinking, you know. And then Kaisha offered an official apology to the rest of the housemates. Now, moving on to day 9, a whole lot of bass happened in the house. I think that really caught my interest, aside the part where Nengi went for some sort of unofficial self-appraisal with Neil, you know, because she felt like a lot of people were seeing her as a flirt in the house, and Neil was encouraging her that, you are the finest in the house, you are going to do well in the house and outside the house, blah, blah, blah. Neil was really fueling her ego. There was also the interesting part where Laycon playfully proposed to Erica. Now, everybody knew in the house that Laycon had this fashionable ring accessory that he wore in the house, and so he used that ring with a towel tied around his waist. He proposed to Erica in the dressing area close to the bathroom, and it was quite adorable to see these three people, guys. And that was why I asked that question at the beginning of this video, that do you think that after this highlight, these housemates are going to go back to those good old times, you know, whilst they were in the lockdown mansion, when everything was going really smoothly, when everybody could actually see each other eye for eye, you know, regardless of the fact that there was a competition going on. It was quite adorable to watch those two people anyways. And then there was also the part where Erica, that same day, where Erica and Kiddwaya, they had conversations about relationships, about the reality of having a romance in the house. And Erica clearly stated that she was not of the school of thought that anything serious could actually happen in the house. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I don't even know how I completely forgot about that particular conversation, but watching it all play out again on TV, I was just laughing. I'm like, if Erica is watching this right now, I'm sure she'll be pinching herself and knocking herself on the head and saying, girl, how how can you say such a thing and then you ended up doing all those nasty, naughty things that you did inside the house, you know? But guys, it's just really funny, you know, and that brings to, you know, the point of what I said yesterday in yesterday's video, that sometimes, you know, we try to control our emotions, but then the feelings in us has a way of overriding our sense of rationality, and I think that was what completely happened to Erica in the house, you know. And she also confessed to Kiddwaya that she found him cute and attractive. Anyways, moving on, it was on this same day 9 that Tolani Badge, you know, says to Katrina, "F you, you mother effing stupid ass blah 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 bitch," you know. And I remember that day I did a video and I said that, come on, like, I understand that Tolani Badge had a diary session prior to that period and Biggie asked her questions. I think Ebuka also asked her a question on that Sunday before that week, you know, that, oh, insinuating that she was very relaxed. You know, does she think she's going to survive in the house? And she kept on saying that she's still studying people. And then that week, she decided to overreact. She decided to bring out the assertiveness in her, but I felt like she was doing it the wrong way, stepping on the wrong toes at the wrong time. And I'm sorry to say, guys, but throughout that week, I was not a huge fan of Tolani Badge at all. You know, I felt like our reaction and our outburst to Katrina and Kaisha was completely unnecessary and uncalled for, but that was what happened. She did it anyways. And then it was that same day that Prince decided to attack Lucy, you know, verbally in the kitchen. And I remember also doing a video complaining about the fact that whilst in the house, whenever Prince had any issue with anybody, he was the sort of person that would go and mobilize the rest of the housemates to come and fight his battle with him. And I love the way that Lucy put him in his place by telling him that, listen, if you want to talk to me, come to me on your own. Which one are you going to go and report me to everybody in the house? I don't understand. Do you want to come and fight with me? You know, that kind of thing. So that was what happened on that day 9. And also, that was the first family meeting that the housemates had. The man that's, I feel like, and always wants to be like my dad. That was the day that Ozo also called for the first family meeting in the house, and everybody said their mind, and then they decided that Katrina does not have to cook for everybody in the house anymore. Everybody was going to cook whatever they wanted to eat at whatever point in time they felt like. The same day that tempers flared, you know, after all the basketballs in the house, the quarrels, Biggie decided to give the housemates yoga to practice, you know, and played a very nerve calming song for them, you know. And then everybody was crying. Okay, not everybody, but some people were crying, just releasing all the toxins in their system. This was the same day as well that most of the housemates complained about Lucy being the head of house, because they felt like she and Katrina were being too bossy. Lucy was overstressing everybody in the house. This was the same day that Lilo cried in the diary room complaining to Big Brother about how, you know, the whole thingy she was having with Eric was taking a toll on her. Remember, guys, these people were already playing touching body under the duvet. They're already touching each other under the duvet. They were already kissing a lot. They were already doing a lot of romantic things under the duvet. But guys, who would have thought that the moment Eric and Lilo got evicted from the show, we had two people that would give us a full-blown eroticness in the house? I'm talking about Erica and Kiddwaya. Anyways, guys, those are the things that happened. And this was also the day that Dorothy and Ozo had a conversation about Nengi. Remember, guys, after that Truth or Dare game, when Prince chose Nengi to demonstrate how to do the doggy sexual position, Ozo was very upset and started avoiding Nengi and Prince and decided not to talk to Nengi anymore. I think for about 2 weeks in the house, Ozo was completely avoiding Nengi. Anyways, guys, these were most of the things that actually happened on day 8 and day 9 of the Bbnaija show, and these were some of the things that we saw tonight on the lockdown highlights. Remember, guys, I told you guys that these are just highlights, events that are screen worthy. You should not expect to see every single detail. I mean, the whole 24 hours 24/7 thingy events that actually happened on the show. That said, guys, I will see you guys in another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing night rest. Bye.